What my earring got?
Keep playing.
Okay, we live, y'all.
I'll be doing that.
Give me a second. All right, I got you.
Because he watching TV.
Cold retarded ass. Oh, my bad, y'all.
You right there, bitch. You right there.
This is it, baby.
Oh shit!
Mac, you did this, Mac. You did it.
Yeah.
Told you that nigga had to read that shit. Like, wait.
You
Well, I
did this.
definitely have to read it. I had to read it. I told you it's gonna take me like at least a month, but I'm gonna get this shit set the fuck up.
Yeah, you did this. I need my computer for this. I don't like this. I need my computer for this.
You don't like it.
You gonna have to put your phone sideways, most likely.
On your phone sideways.
Now I got my tablet. Matter of fact, you said this to
That's
my
your
email,
tablet.
right? 'Cause I
Nigga,
got
turn
my
your
iPad.
phone the long way, nigga.
Martin is original.
Pause.
Oh, right here.
I use the tablet, man. I got a bigger screen.
Go. I'm gonna have to send you another invite.
Nah, that's the same email. I use the same iCloud, so it's on my
Galaxy 79.
Yo,
Yeah,
wait.
so
This is a website?
Yeah, it's a website.
Oh, this is crazy.
We live. We've been on live for a minute and 35 seconds. Man. You know, like I said, Sam.
Yeah, but
you could definitely start that topic, whatever topic. That's all you got left. Or Keta, she can start the topic because I see her face already.
I gave y'all a topic and y'all didn't want it, so.
What?
It's co-parenting. That's the topic. Co-parenting. So they say co-parenting, but then they don't know how to handle that co-parenting shit. Still thinking they do shit. Still thinking you can tell motherfuckers what to do.
Niggas don't know how to handle that motherfucker.
Nah, definitely no.
But co-parenting is supposed to have what co-parenting like, but you still acting like you captain.
Yeah.
Like, no, you kind of right though.
I'm saying though, like I know I ain't bugging.
But because what I was gonna say, Sam, from what I learned, that women have a natural bond like, to their child. So I know it sounds crazy, but they like once they get pregnant, it's like it's a certain type of bond that it creates. So it'd be hard for them to let their kids go sometimes, even if they know they're in a bad ass situation.
Most of the time, it don't even be a bad situation. It just don't be a situation for them. You know, they're not. You know,
that's
they
true,
just
right.
At the beginning it was good. You know, shit get old. That's what we all say. Shit get old for everybody. You know, both parties.
Well, yo, hold up. I'm supposed to. Let me try to hit that. They supposed to be the second person I told. You know what I mean? And
Rex, you in that's a living room?
Yeah, it's my living room.
Damn, that's a long ass living room.
Yeah, it's a 2-bedroom.
Okay.
Yo, I just forgot how to spell busy just now.
Nah, I'm in the X. I'm in the Bronx.
Okay.
Yeah, so, but man, I think co-parenting. I like co-parenting. I like co-parenting. I don't think it's hard.
Yeah, I do too.
It's easily said than done because soon you start trying to, like in my case, if you start sending for, they ain't letting them loose. So all that co-parenting shit. Oh, you need to do more. You need to do more. Do more. Oh, all right. I hear you. Put my kids on the bus so I could do more. What? I ain't gonna say I ain't never going back, but nigga, I ain't never going back down there to live, nigga.
Right. Visit.
That ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work.
They'll definitely visit, but you know that's a.
Down there, they tried to keep me. They ain't want to let me go, nigga. Yeah, I'm good.
It's too toxic. You think you can't just? So if you was to like move like to like an area close there, not where she live at, but like maybe like another town. I don't know how it is out there.
Nah, like I'm not saying I won't go out there. I will go out to visit, but I'm not living there.
Like in that area, like I mean, not with her. I mean, if you was to go, if you found a place, out
I'm
there,
not living in Baltimore, Maryland. Period, nigga. That's
never.
I'd rather go down south. Skip that and go down some more. Because when you, it's like if you don't have your own like house and shit, and you live in. It's a difference when you living in Baltimore City and you living in Baltimore County.
Okay.
And then when you live in the outskirts and shit like that, it's different. It's all the way up. Like, okay, so people only know about Baltimore because of Tank Davis, the boxing nigga. And if you look into his background, you see how his shit look, nigga. It's the same shit. See where he from? My kids live. And if you heard how he talk about his city, he had to get out of that shit.
Yeah, I gotta see his story. I never watched his story.
Yeah, Baltimore is the hood, man. Like where we was at, nigga. Where y'all was living. It was the hood.
Baltimore, that's the shit in the corner. Is it the corner or the wire? The wire is from Baltimore.
The wire.
Yo, Snipe. Not to get off the topic, but what the fuck? What surgery was Tariq talking about?
Oh, nah, he getting surgery on his mouth and shit.
Oh, his mouth.
Yeah, he good. I'm waiting. I had a goddamn.
He posted that shit on the book. I was like, who the fuck? First of all, this nigga his names be crazy.
This nigga about to have a baby mouth, nigga.
What?
This nigga about to have a whole box of chiclets and this shit.
I'm crying.
Word.
It happens.
That shit's gonna be pearly white though. I bet you that.
Oh yeah, he trying to get them screwed in though. So that's why he gotta go through the surgery.
That's my next thing, nigga. That's what I'm talking about right there. Get them screw-ins. You ain't gotta worry about no pain, none of that shit.
It's like before,
yeah, I heard it's painless.
So it's like before you get the surgery, they gotta go in there and tell you what's gonna happen to you. When you I mean,
hold on, I'm about to send.
So I saw the same shit, Rex. I'm like, hold on, let me hit my boy. Yeah, boy, fuck you, what surgery you about to do? Oh, now that I had to, me and Janae, we went, you thought you had surgery today. Nah, pre-surgery, nigga.
So they should be popping in soon.
So they want to take X-rays of his mouth and shit like that before they do what they do. But that shit is for real. They damn near upping all this and putting some new shit in, nigga. What? That shit ain't no.
Wait, really? They gotta take them out?
Yeah, they gotta take them all out to put the new shits in.
Wait. He getting the synthetic shits, like the fake shits?
Bro, he taking.
Ain't no more.
Taking them two, that I think it's 4. You taking them
at the bottom. Yeah.
Getting them put back in. But
implants.
Damn.
The rapper
he gonna have the super baby mouth, nigga. What?
The implant shits.
Yeah.
His teeth about to be mad. They're gonna look like Tic Tacs.
They might be able to shave them or some shit or make them. I don't know.
Yeah, they gonna make them to the size he want them.
Right, I already know what it is.
To the size he need them for his size. They be good.
So braces was out of the question.
He ain't need braces.
Oh, he just needed them shits out.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. Nah, it happens. Niggas fuck they shits up, man. Everybody. It could have been an accident. Yeah. He could have fell on his face, nigga. Yeah. He could have got elbowed in the nigga. Could have been numerous reasons why he gotta take them shits out.
Back in the day when I fell off the roof, I wish that shit that's out now was out there.
Yeah.
I would have been at my shit.
Put them shits in there, yeah, nigga.
What?
That's what I said, nigga. I got like another 2 years with this shit, nigga. And I'm getting the whole shit. Fuck that. Plants, fuck that.
Shit moved around so crazy. They
I'm
was
telling
even
you, but
doing shit like that. Only the rich people get implants. Now they make
Yeah.
it for everybody. Oh, you want it, nigga? Your insurance can hold that down. Oh, for real? Yeah. Oh, all right. Look, I'm about to get my shit done too.
Mhm.
Word.
I seen some shit they got that you can put them over your actual teeth if you got like if your teeth is like spaced out or something. You
Those
can
are,
put them
I
like
think those are
between your
called,
teeth.
what's those called? That's what the rich people be getting. The,
That's a line?
damn, not the, nah, it's veneers. They call veneers or some shit like that.
Oh, yeah.
They
Yeah.
go over the front of your shits, like cover your shits up.
Oh, nah. Yeah.
Word.
Like, for instance, like Devontae Davis. His teeth cost like 5-10 grand, nigga.
Yeah.
Word.
Damn.
Yeah.
I saw an interview. He said that shit. I got my teeth done. I got my mouth done. I'm like, oh shit,
Mm-hmm.
nigga. Like, yeah, nigga, that shit real. He's smiling
Damn.
all in people's face, nigga. Oh, he got a nice smile. Yeah.
Yeah. That's a fact. But like I was gonna say with the co-parenting, what you
Yeah.
think be the
For
what you
that,
think what you think be the issues? What you think be the issue with the co-parenting?
I mean,
it could be open topic, but anything. But you said what be the issue with that?
it could
Yeah.
be a bunch of issues, man. It could be a
Definitely
bunch of issues.
communication, but when the female used to one way and it's her way, and now you trying to tell her some shit how you and they like she ain't jacking the shit because she wasn't never jacking from the beginning for it because it always went her way.
Mm-hmm.
So it's
So
on
what
some shit
you like what you think changed from when
oh no,
you
she
when you
watching. All right. So now the shit that you wasn't doing, you doing. But now you doing it, you not with her. So how the fuck and what the fuck? So she gonna always try to shit on you, but at the same time, see what you still doing, but it ain't gonna never be enough, my nigga. Because you ain't there with her. You there with somebody else or occupying your time with somebody else. It
Right.
ain't. So now the co-parenting, it sound good, but she the one not really with it.
For real.
She gonna wanna hate you or fake hate you or whatever. That shit's crazy.
no, it is crazy. It is crazy. But for
Just like just like the saying, that's why you ain't gonna see your kids no more and all that.
yeah,
You let that shit breathe.
Mm-hmm.
Because you know why? Your kid gonna find you.
yeah, that's a fact. I would agree with
They
that.
always said that. Or always told me that. I always heard that. Yo, don't worry about it, kid. Your kid gonna get old enough, and they gonna look for you.
They ain't really
Like
know
for
that shit.
real.
Real going through mad shit, wishing and hoping and
Yeah.
all the dumb shit. You know what I mean? But it's cool. Definitely. I got 7 kids. Certain shit that's out of your
Yeah,
hands. Certain shit that's out of your hands. Like you, what the fuck you gonna do? Cry a river?
Right.
What you gonna
Right.
do?
Yeah.
Like, yo, I'm telling you, if I wasn't in, nah, you can't, kid. What's in front of you, you deal with.
That's right.
Oh,
but I always feel
Uh,
to me, I feel like a lot of women, if y'all not together, y'all break up, whatever. At least if
What
y'all
you was
not
gonna order?
together, I feel like they always feel like you
What
should
you
be
was gonna
making
eat?
some money or something if you're not there with the kid. Like I feel like
hey,
that's
yo,
what be
one
the
thing for sure. I don't mean to cut you off. One thing for sure, too for certain,
Nah, I
right?
was craving cinnamon sticks like a motherfucker.
Your kid is never about money when it's with the kid. It's gonna always be time, and when the kid remember it.
no. To us, hell yeah, it's always time. But I mean, when like say when y'all break up or y'all not together, she take the kid. I feel like as much as she talks shit and all that about you or whatever, she's still gonna call you and be like, "Listen, I'm missing something from something. Can you help me with that?" Like they're gonna always expect help, even though y'all not together. That's how I be feeling like they outlook.
I mean, it's only right you help. You know what I'm saying? Because she got your kid.
But then you
That's
got
one.
those in the crowd that think you can't call.
Right.
Well, they can't call because
But
now
they
they
block
make it
you.
look like, look, now they want to, now they don't want to make it look like they quote unquote need you.
Yeah,
So
man.
I
Yeah.
ain't calling that nigga. I ain't calling that nigga what the fuck I look like. But hold on, when he was staying here, fuck you was doing.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But like now, shit different, and he doing for him. You kind of looking real sour that
Mhm.
he in his business, that he happy.
Right. That's true.
Not that he got it,
Mhm.
he happy.
Yeah, man.
But now you call upon that help, and he extend his hand, and now you second guessing like, oh shit,
True. True.
fuck what you saying, how you want it done? Nah, this what I could do when I could do it. Fuck what you saying, and all this other shit. Because bitch get this shit fucked up.
I think they do that for the first couple months, and then when the shit start getting hard, they be like, this nigga gonna help me with this motherfucking kid. I ain't gonna be buying all these damn pampers by myself.
Mhm.
Hey, how you doing?
When you come
You
from
know.
when you come from a bit that always I did this for you, I did this, and
Look,
what
she
you
saying
did.
hi, Gene. She saying hi, y'all.
Hey, yo. And I ain't not to speak for all the men, but just for me, my situation. Uh, Regardless of what situation or how we ended up or how we broke up or whatever, my kid is a different story. You could call
Yeah.
me any time of the day, any time of the night. If my kid need whatever, that's what type of nigga I am. I'm there for my child, man.
Nah, I
It
know. I see
ain't it
that
ain't
shit
gotta
all the
be no,
time.
it ain't gotta be shit to do with you. As long as it got to do with my kid, man, that's it. You know what I'm
Proud of
saying?
But but
proud of
sometimes they do use them. They do use them to you know, get things for themselves. Not saying that they all do that, but
fuck y'all tell you
I'm just
that.
saying sometimes they'll ask you for something and don't even get nothing for the child and just get something for themselves.
Yeah, I know everybody that know me know I'm a sucker for my kids, man. Especially my family. Y'all niggas know that.
Ain't
I'm a
nothing.
sucker for my kids, man. I don't give a fuck. She could, it just. I wouldn't care if she is using me for my kid, man. As long as
I
I
feel
know
you.
I got it in my head that it's for my kid, I'm good. I'm cool with it. You know what I'm
I
saying?
feel you. Oh, you
And my
right. You
cuz,
right.
he always checked me about that. Like, nah, nigga, you can't think like that. You know what I'm saying? But I can't help it. That's the way I am about my kids. And this nigga right here, Snipe. He always tell me, nigga, it's about you, nigga. It's about you. It's always about you. You. Stop putting everything before you.
But
You know what I'm
but
saying?
but
That's how I got.
Gino, that's always the thing with you. It's like everybody say that. They always say she ain't never put herself first. You know what I mean? And I'm
Yeah.
hearing. You know what I mean? I'm just
Because
hearing it,
at the end of
and I
like I always
understand.
said,
Go
like I
ahead,
always,
Sam.
like I always said at the end of the day, right?
Yeah.
If you take care of yourself first, how you can take care of somebody else?
Yeah. He made a lot of
You know what I
sense with
mean?
that, man.
And then it's like if you don't
A
take
lot
care
of
of
sense.
yourself, you got motherfuckers sitting back watching, hoping you fail. You know what I mean? Like we know what we know, but they got their days they fucked up or whatever the case may be, but it ain't forever. Don't ever think a nigga the lights is out, nigga. And
Right,
like
right.
you fucked up, you think I'm gonna be walking around here looking like I'm hurting. I'm not. I'm sorry. I mean,
Yeah.
it might appear like that to you or whoever
Hmm.
watching, but I tell you like this, I ain't starving. You know what I'm saying I
Right.
ain't gonna never ever starve as long as I know how to get it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
But I think that's like a man nature. I think that's human nature,
not
period. But
even
you know
nah,
that men
bro.
gonna
It's
go
not.
hard.
It's not. You can't even call it a man thing because at the end of the day, you got niggas, you got men that's out here digging the garbage can. That's not no man shit, bro. Fuck that.
Hmm.
Like begging for change, you know, nigga, where we do that at?
Yeah,
For real.
that definitely got stopped. But
Yo,
that's
bro,
also
look,
yeah.
how you want to say this or look this shit up or whatever? How you look this shit up? Since I was 14 years old, I always had a job.
You already know.
Always. Like what? A nigga act like I gotta be scared to ask somebody for some money. It was even 2 things I did. I went to work, no 3 things. I either robbed a nigga, went to work, or I hustled for the shit. You know what I mean? That's it. I'm not digging in nobody garbage can. I'm not asking too many motherfuckers because nah. Hell, hell motherfucking no. I can't even think about too many niggas I could call and be like, yo, I need a dub, I need $50, I need $100. Nigga, what? Nah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what in the nigga nature, man. That shit right there.
So that's why I say it's a big thing. And I say, yo, you gotta take care of yourself before you can take care and worry about anything else. Because if you fucked up, how is you weren't how could you take care or say you gonna take care of someone when you not taking care of yourself? And that's why we say, yo, the kids gonna be good, but the kids with their mom. And now that's human nature.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I get you on that.
They gonna be good. Yeah, they gonna miss daddy and all that, but dad gonna be back. Believe that. You got some that don't come the fuck back. Fuck this bitch,
Right.
fucking kid. Shit,
Right.
I mean, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Mm-hmm.
That's a fact. Hold
Yeah.
on. I was trying to see if I could share to Facebook, but I don't know if I can do it through here.
yo, how y'all change your name down there, kid? How the fuck that shit happen?
Cause like, how the fuck that shit happened?
Like, change my shit too.
I think because maybe I sent yours through Messenger, right?
Yeah, I think I went through the other screen.
You sent mine through email.
Yeah, I sent yours through email, so that's why yours came up like that. Oh, hold on, how do I share it? Hold on. Okay, hold on.
Your comments. This shit is kind of cool.
Yeah, man. When I found out how to work this shit, I said, "Oh,
I
I
could speak
got
on
it."
her behalf of the baby mother.
Huh? Somebody said something?
Nah, no females allowed on this talk group right here.
Yeah.
Wait.
He is a fool.
Y'all not gonna sit here and bash all baby mothers.
See, this is
'cause
why
all baby mothers-
Nah, ain't no bashing.
But
We don't want to bash.
no bad
we
shit.
need,
It's no
we need a woman.
bitch,
We
you
need
know,
a woman.
need a bitch shit. Nah, ain't none of
Sam,
that.
y'all are units, so I don't mind hearing anything because we need a female side
No, like,
to
nah, I get
everything.
it.
Look, tell her niggas don't mean wrong, man. It's just that we know females got their attentions on why they do shit. You know what I'm saying? It's just
Maybe
it confuse niggas that you know what I'm saying. Them intentions be way off from what the situation is. You know what I'm saying? Like
Chick, look,
niggas be confused.
let me tell you like this.
did I say
Let me tell you like this,
something or a
right?
woman's point of view?
Females only be in tune with
You
their
can't-
homegirls. So what their homegirls doing, and they not in tune, this shit they trying to do.
No.
Listen,
Oh,
listen.
no. Don't
When
don't
Nah,
keep
I don't believe that. I don't believe that.
nah,
I'm gonna
check
let
it
you
though.
speak.
Check it because
I know
now
sometimes
look,
it's like that.
you got them chicks that don't go out, right?
Mhm.
But they let them go out 3, 4 times in a row with their girlfriend, right?
Mhm.
The next thing you know, they doing other shit. Yo, let me see your phone for a minute. Oh, now why? Now before it was the pass off. Now it's what you need my phone for? Or secret squirrely. Damn, why your phone hitting off so crazy like that? Like you little shit that you niggas think
People
is
don't
happening
pay.
when it
Yeah.
wasn't even happening before it's happening. Why? Because you let it go. You said, "Oh, nah, go to the club. Oh, nah, go there. Go there. Nah, it's cool. I got go there."
So you telling me
I'm not talking about you. So you think you fall in the aspects of nah. That's why I said no females involved with this conversation.
Mm-mm.
Because what I'm talking about, it actually happened. I'm not saying with you. It could be another. You see what I'm saying? Gene situation where he kept
Mm-hmm.
saying, "Go ahead, go handle that." Nah, I got the kid. But he opened the door for her to do what? Have fun. Too much fucking fun. Where she came to the conclusion she forgot the prime objective. Rape the
Mm-hmm.
fucking kid. So it's not about every bitch that's running to the music and the club and the beamer and the jury, but fuck them, but I don't even, man. They just good to look at, like, oh, damn, shorty got the fat ass. But nah, she's good 30 seconds of eye candy. She don't want me. But I ain't got it, so I know. Like, nah, I don't even like a too pretty light skinned bitch. It's doing too much. Word, I'm telling you. It's gonna be a headache at the end. Go again.
I think it's always just based on the situation, the people's situation.
You got certain females that live
Everybody.
for the internet. Yeah, bro, you got certain chicks that live for the internet and be forgetting they living in real life.
That I've been seeing that. I've been seeing a lot of women getting caught up with that. Yeah.
They're just thinking they get paid off a like. That shit don't work.
Well, you actually do though, cuz now
I mean,
paid for this shit.
If you got the other shit them bitches be doing, pay me to look at my live shit. All right, whatever. More power to you, bitch. But hold on.
I feel like they could do it, but they choose to just do it.
This shit be so crazy because I be everywhere. I be looking at bitch like, yo, I know her from somewhere. Where the fuck I know her from? Yeah, pressing the like button on this bitch you never even saw before on Instagram. I'm like, damn, you see the bitch in real life? I'm like, bitch don't even be looking like that, but they look familiar.
Yeah, that's so true. That is so true.
Bro. And then the shit I'm starting to see a lot. That I'm asking myself, like, it's a lot of, like, on some time out, I ain't hating or nothing. I mean, but it's a lot of bitches wearing slippers, bro. That be like fake bad, like. Remember when bitches used to wear shoes and sneakers? That's how you knew what this was fly.
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying, like, if I'm bugging, bro. Like, what the fuck is up with the slippers and like tights? Like, I don't, bro.
Because they're not dressing. They're not dressing for us.
You got these fake pretty bitches thinking they baddies though, like, cause of the tights and the slippers with the fur and shit, toes and everything. But like, the back of your foot crusty as shit, like, whatever though, like. But your baby ain't man, Chris. Your lashes is done right, your head on fire, but you wearing slippers with your whole outfit, like, wow. I'm just saying though, like, I could be bugging. I don't know.
That's a good. I mean, I just tights is like the new thing, like.
Just like, it's just, I don't know, bro. Like the Croc shit. That was for the hospital people and shit, right? I just took that shit and ran with it, and it's like, bitches think because they Crocs matching their outfit, that shit fly.
I think Kanye West.
Nah, you know what it is.
But then you act like you do all the pretty shit, and then niggas say, "Oh damn, baby, damn, you fight." Fuck, say nothing to me. Damn, what the fuck wrong with this bitch? Why she come outside like that? Why? Oh, she want the nigga that say, damn, look at this bitch. Oh, this bitch fire. Oh, she want the Mercedes Benz pull up, honk the horn, like, oh, all right, cool. But bitch, I deliver food.
Now that's when I try to say. So you think, but you can't assume a female is a type.
Now I'm gonna always do that because a lot of shit, and I've been outside. I know how these bitches work. I used to love the strip club. My car's right there. Well, guess what? Bitches saw a bankroll, but they never got what? Fuck out of here.
Yeah, they definitely try to get that bag out of you.
Hell no.
That nigga took his money right back.
What? Just don't even know it. Bargain. Oh, that bitch made the bottle disappear. God. Nope.
Nah, but nowadays, you know, they got Yeezys that cost $300-400, so they think it's cool to wear the slippers and shit on the outside because it costs a good grip. So,
but look, bro, I done found out the link how these bitches be doing it now. all that afterpay and karma and all that shit. You know, you gotta do pay one time. $35 for 250 slippers. Oh yeah, you definitely gonna everybody gonna add them shit.
I don't know, nigga. I'm lost with that shit.
I'm telling you. Who lost?
I don't know. I don't know nothing about that shit, cuz. Like, that shit new to me. Like, nigga, I'm thinking, nigga, everybody buying them shits. Like, damn, niggas got that much money to buy slippers for $300-400? Like, wow, nigga. I'm good with a pair of Nike slides. Like, give me $30, $40, $50. I'm good. And that right there is kind of hard for me. Like, nigga, walk around with a pair of bunnies on my feet, nigga. What's wrong with you, nigga? Fuck that.
Nigga, when I saw those LeBron slippers, I'm like, oh, I'm getting those. And it was look like I'm buying a pair of LeBron sneakers. I said, man, get them shits the fuck out of here. Like, give me them Nike slippers real quick. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Oh, I mean, it's the fashion though. It's about fashion and shit.
And all that. Yeah, you can have them. I'm good.
It's about the fashion. That's all what it is, man. It's what you got. That's what you know what you could get. That's what it's about.
Fuck that. Nah, not fuck fashion, because that's what we used to do. But I don't live in fashion no more, nigga. I got kids, so.
There you go, nigga. That's what people don't realize, nigga. Motherfuckers got. But you know, you got most of the younger breed that's they got kids and they want their kids to have the hot shit too. You know what I'm saying? So
do it. Of course, less. Do it.
You know.
Do it.
But cause I be having a dilemma with that too, with choosing if I'm gonna buy my son some Jordans instead of just buying me the Jordans, because I know mine are gonna probably last until he get big to where he might fuck up his shit.
I'm about to say, you know, kids fuck shit up quick, man. So you know.
So I be having a little dilemma with that. Should I spend this $140 for this fucking size 2, whatever? You feel me? You feel me? Like I be thinking even the size. You like I'm paying.
Got to.
That $140, little nigga could have had 2 pair, nigga.
Right. You know what I mean? But now, okay, like with the kids, kids that's going to school now, they don't want to wear nothing less than Jordan.
That's how I be thinking. Like, hold on, how much?
No, nothing less than Uptowns, I would say, right?
Yeah, I nigga put a fucking lawnmower on that bike. Because
even with Shamari don't really be too hip with the Jordans like that. Do we do?
Nah, see.
Right. He just like the way the shoe look. So he'll pick a shoe out. Right.
Like,
yeah.
He's like his dad. He more like, if my dad picked him, then he's inspired. Like,
right.
And then he like a basketball type of, long as they basketball sneakers, more or less like. And like I said, his dad picked him out. He good.
Yeah, I can see that.
He know they ain't no bullshit. What go lie?
I can see that. I wasn't seeing the issue with that. Cause
I ain't know shit about the sneakers, kid. We was in high school, nigga. I went to gym with everything. Your cars.
Because I would say with sneakers like that too, I wasn't really big.
All I knew was Uptown, nigga. I ain't know nothing else, nigga. Oh, nah, these the Barclays.
Yeah, I was a basketball nigga. So I knew all the basketball shoes, nigga.
Nah, these the Webbers, cuz. Nah, these the Barclays, cuz. No, these the, like, damn, cuz. No, these the Anthony Hardaways, cuz. What? Now, these not the pennies. These the Anthony's. Nah.
But I'm saying that to say, regardless.
Definitely was a different. Nah, but cuz had all them shits, though. All of them. Every sneaker I just named, he had every last one of them.
Yeah, they say, yeah, you're right. He wasn't even at the crib.
Every last one of them.
But Gene, I knew you was playing the sneak. You was playing ball in your new sneakers.
Cuz had the sneakers.
Yeah.
So mean.
That's the whole point of getting them shits, to play ball in them.
Cuz used to have a sneaker connect so mean.
Yeah, nigga.
First day it dropped, he was getting them shits.
I share, nigga. They was in stock, but they wasn't out for sale, bro. You know.
When your grandparents used to get you sneakers, you couldn't do the same thing, could you?
Say it again. I ain't hear you, Mac.
Like if whenever your grandparents got you like some pair of sneakers.
Hell no.
Nah, right?
Nigga.
Bruh.
Yo.
I ain't no name brand shoes, man. For my grandparents ain't do the name brand. They did the bullshit, my nigga. Like the real bullshit. Like, nigga.
The shit stopped when, like I said, we turned 14, right? But then every Christmas, every fucking holiday where they had to buy shit, my grandmother always went shopping, kid. They always got the same shit. I'm talking about insulated boots, all that, nigga.
No,
Cushion
no,
inside, all
no Timberlands, nigga. You heard that? Insulators,
that, nigga.
nigga.
Just
Nigga
so
with the pillow inside, nigga.
right, but they ain't gonna know about that cushion in the inside. Oh,
All right, but look now, y'all looking back on how time was back
nah,
then.
you ain't never had to wear Olympians. That's why you saying that.
Word, nigga. Cause
No.
I did, nigga. I did,
You
nigga.
ain't had to wear no Olympians. And the nigga, how motherfuckers wearing them skippies now with the checkerboard. Nigga, I've been wearing them, just niggas laughing at me, nigga.
Word, nigga.
All right, but because I was trying to make the older people feel a little comfortable with the conversation. Because I was gonna say, so do you think if they would have been buying y'all the sneakers y'all wanted, y'all would have been able to be taken care of the way y'all still be
Nah,
taken care of?
to be honest with you, I was buying the sneakers I wanted. It was Uptown.
And how much
Like
was
real
Uptown
shit.
at that time?
I,
How much was a
Uptown
pair?
was like, oh my god, bruh.
Yeah, at the time it was the '90s and shit. So
Yeah.
Yo, Uptown was like, I know when I had money in my pocket, I was going to buy some shit. I used to find these shits on sale crazy, bro. Like real shit, like purple and white, like white.
Well,
word.
that's when the color fades started coming out.
But like this when canvas came out. This when the cloth first came out. The cloth,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like shit like that, and then bubblegum
But
soul started
wait, the
changing.
whole sneaker was closed. The whole Uptown was
Yeah,
closed.
yeah, bro. Oh my god,
This is when those first came out.
hell yeah, bruh.
Yeah, they was making all kinds of them shits,
I
man.
was seeing Uptowns like white tees, nigga. For real, for real. Uptowns
Yeah.
and champion sweaters, my thing, bro.
Mm.
I see like
Yeah.
the whole Brooklyn wave. Like,
That's
No,
what
I really wasn't an uptown nigga, man. I wasn't. I was a Timberland Air Max nigga.
they ain't had all the sneakers, bro. I'm
Timberland
telling
Air
you,
Max. I was a basketball nigga, so the
all the
Webbers,
basketball,
the up tempos, the forces. If nigga, I was on all of those. I wasn't
G
really
had
a
Dennis
uptown nigga.
Rodman's, nigga.
Yeah, when Dennis Rodman had his first shoe,
Yo,
nigga, I had
yo,
them shits.
God.
Like nigga,
Bro,
I
just
was really a
fire.
ball player, nigga. Like,
Your
you know what I'm
word is
saying?
fire, boy.
If you was a NBA player and you had a sneaker, nigga, guess what? I'm gonna have your sneaker.
Word,
right,
That's what it was,
Nigga, I
nigga.
had the
word.
Ben Wallace's, nigga, the pennies, all of them shits.
Yeah,
AIs,
man.
all them shits.
so y'all feel like basketball like gave y'all a sneaker culture like
There
basically
you
made,
go.
like
Yeah, basically, yeah.
sneaker culture was based off basketball.
That's a
Michael
fact. That's
Jordan.
a fact.
Like,
Come on,
That's a
Michael
fact.
Jordan, LeBron James.
Right.
Kobe, Durant.
like,
All these niggas making these
real
shoes,
shit.
man.
Like,
So wait, so can I ask y'all a question?
look, back in the day, I don't mean cut you off. Back in the day, right? Patty E got
Adidas.
now hold on. Patty E got up in sales on his sneakers in like the 2000s. Back then, niggas was wearing yours.
Yeah.
Just like niggas wasn't wearing no the
The
McKembe.
Yeah,
the
right.
Kevin Mutombo, yeah.
Now,
Everybody had them shits.
you know what I'm saying? I
Just
just want
bringing
to
them
throw
back
that out
out.
there real quick.
Yeah, they just bringing all the shoes back out.
Or like, I just want to throw that out there real quick.
And
I
I
had
was gonna
all
get
them
to that
shits.
too. I was gonna get to that to how they bringing out the same sneaker they had from back then
Years
now,
ago.
and now just
Yeah.
raising the prices on them, having the kids thinking these like they really doing something by getting these sneakers that they father probably had 6 times already.
Right, my nigga, right.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah. So
it's like
so
that.
let me see. Let me see. You remember this? They tried to say because that's all he wore when he played basketball. Those was his sneakers.
Who you talking about,
Mhm.
Michael Jordan?
Rasheed Wallace. Let's see.
Yeah, Uptowns, yeah. All he
Hell no,
wore was
son, you know that
Uptown.
shit, nigga. Don't
Yeah,
fuck out of here.
yeah. Then he had the Uptown with his symbol on the back.
Oh
I
yeah, I
get it.
remember
Yeah.
he had the
I
uptown.
get it, but they tried to pass it to that nigga like I'm like, what?
But it wasn't really him. Uptowns really wasn't in you know, wasn't the thing in basketball. Niggas really wasn't, you know, if you did play in Uptowns, you played, but
Yeah,
it
because
really wasn't the thing.
One rocking the ups.
I'm about to look up players because I see Rashid look like he was the only one. I'm gonna look up players that wore Uptowns while they played NBA games.
He was the only one, bro. Everybody else had
He was the only one?
Nah, you had a couple of people that wore them, but he really just was the only one at that time.
At that time,
like,
yeah. At that time,
and wearing the shit.
Mm.
That's early 2000s, right? Rasheed Wallace.
Yeah, late 90s, early 2000s.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like 01, 02. He was wearing them shits.
Yeah.
Oh shit,
Matter of fact, didn't he wear those when wasn't he there with Detroit? He wasn't there with Detroit, right? In 04?
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was.
Yeah,
I'm
he
about
was
to say
wearing
this. I
those.
could have sworn he was wearing those during that championship. He wore those. He wore Uptowns.
Yeah.
Oh, you talking about when LeBron took it from them niggas? You talking about?
Nah, I'm talking about when Detroit won in 04.
When they won in 04, I don't even know.
But wait, Michael Jordan first pair sneakers was Uptown.
No, those was ones, right?
Those are ones dunks.
No,
Yeah.
they are not. No, they're. Hold on, I gotta zoom in.
What?
Mike,
You said Uptowns. Hell no.
know.
Nobody's first pair sneakers is Uptowns.
I ain't never see Mike in no ups.
Let me show you.
Those are ones.
Because they never had white and red Uptowns, did they? Back in the day.
Yes, they did.
They did.
Yeah.
Look,
Yes,
well,
they
that's
did.
what you see this picture right here. You see this picture right here?
When I was in junior high school, I had those.
You gotta zoom in some more.
All white with the strap.
It looked like it's a strap on it.
All white sneaker, red Nike tech, red strap.
Look at them joints.
Maybe
I'm
red
about to do right now.
Bro, Mac, those probably ones, bro. I'm telling you.
Nah, cause remember he got the ones. The ones started when in '84.
Michael Jordan, no Uptown, bro.
Yeah,
Hey,
I ain't never seen Mike in no ups. I'm telling you, those
can't
are
even
ones.
NBA players wearing Uptown.
Those are ones.
Damn, fuck college. You can't find no Uptowns in '86 Bulls. Man.
NBA players that wore Uptowns.
Kobe Bryant wore a pair of white and yellow ones
No, maybe.
in the game.
I bet they was like, damn, it should hurt my feet. Nigga, never put this.
And I think Giannis wore a pair when he won the when he wore the championship. He wore a all black pair.
I remember we used to fuck. No, I ain't no fun, son. We used to fuck our Uptowns up playing basketball, bruh.
Yo, if you play basketball in all white Uptowns, you deserve.
Niggas came out with the strap and all that. Them was the most secure. Until you was moving too much and that strap came up and locked around your ankle, nigga.
Yo, that's crazy.
Yo, tell you. What was that sneaker with the strap? Oh, nah, the Hirachi. Those was my favorites, bro. Damn. Can't find those no more. We ain't talking about them Hirachis they got in the store now.
Yeah, they different now.
The other Hirachi. Socket inside. Strap. Bing, and then man, look, man, they ain't bringing those. I used to love those, all of those too. The Hirachis that look like the Bo Jacks.
Yeah, you talking about they like black and gray or something like that? Let me see. Look them up. You said the original Bo Jacksons.
You got the original Bo Jacksons, which is the black and gray, and then you got that white.
Orange and blue.
Exactly.
Okay, yeah, I see them. I had the orange ones. I had the white, orange, and blue ones. But I didn't want them. I had to get them. Somebody gave somebody had to give them to me. Damn. They got them on GOAT for $898, bro.
For the Bo Jacksons?
Yeah.
Wow.
You could get them in the store. Damn. In the store right now for like $130 or something like that.
Hell yeah, this is crazy.
But what Bo Jacksons are those? What color are them shits?
Bo, man, ain't nothing never been sweet about the Bows, bro. You try to buy the black and gray 34 in the back Bows. See what you cop.
Bo Jackson sneakers.
See what you spend on them shit.
See, they got the white, orange, and blue shits right now on sale for $150.
What? And it's the same. No, these
Yeah.
are different shape. These I gotta show you this one. This one look different though.
Wow.
Look at these right here, G.
Benjamin, he gonna stay.
Oh, them shits look different.
Yeah, those are different.
Those
See,
are
I'm
different.
talking.
Those some retro
I'm
shits.
talking about these right here.
Some
See
custom
these?
made shits.
Oh,
Nah, Scheme, those are the classics. Those are the
See
regular.
these?
and
They
Yeah, I
want.
see
They
those.
want. They want 150 for these and these
Oh, I get those.
and these right here. The
Scheme,
orange
don't you
ones
got those
too.
Bo Jacksons?
baseball.
Not no more. I don't got them shits no more.
They gave him a cut. Hey yo, cut.
Mm.
You know, like these players be wanting to play football, and baseball, and basketball, and baseball. Man, what the fuck Wayne Gretzky did? Hockey and what else?
That's it, nigga.
And they
That's
put
it.
these. He was so great. They put these niggas together and gave him a cartoon.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, kid. Niggas don't
You
remember
already
that.
know. You know what that is, Sam.
Niggas don't remember that shit.
Yeah, Bo Jackson, Wayne Gretzky, and
They gave Steve Nash an
somebody
MVP
else.
over Kobe Bryant, nigga.
They
Yeah,
get what?
that was the
They
year he
gave
was
Steve
doing
Nash
his thing. That was the
MVP
year he
over
was
Kobe
doing his
Bryant.
thing.
Nash stole MVP from two niggas twice, back to back.
So
Yeah.
niggas forgot what Steve Nash was doing, and nigga.
Nothing.
I'm not saying
Nothing.
I think he
The year
shared
he
one
stole
too.
MVP from Kobe, he averaged 14 points and 11 assists. Nigga, fuck you talk about? What?
So
Hold on.
niggas ain't
Kobe
cheap.
averaged
Let me
damn
see.
near 30. 36
So
and
niggas
7
ain't
that year. They
cheap.
gave MVP to Nash.
So they had to break homie nose. Fuck him up that game. Nigga, I saw that shit. That was some
Nigga,
real life
he got
bullshit.
MVP again the next season.
Mm-hmm.
Understanding how they violated Nash though. That
Nigga,
white boy
Nash
was
broke his
going,
nose going against
I
LA
think he was
nigga, in
going
the
so
playoffs.
off. The nigga Robert Horry did the bullshit.
You ordered it?
Some dumb shit.
He
The
averaged
stupid,
not.
the
He averaged
stupid
18.
screen broke his
18.
nose like. Come on, man.
Who? Steve Nash?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Steve,
My nigga had to wear a face mask behind that shit.
He upset LeBron and he upset Kobe.
Yo,
Yeah.
what he average,
Steve
Matt?
Nash was going
What he
off.
average? You said?
Steve
I
Nash
think-
was going off so
Hold on.
hard.
Yo, Matt, tell him the first year he stole it from Kobe. Tell him how much he averaged, like 14 and 11.
It wasn't
11
Nah,
points and 10
it
assists and
can't.
some shit
It
like
can't.
that. Tell him.
It can't be Rex. It can't be
I'm
like
telling
that.
Nah.
you, Scheme. That's why they say he beat Kobe out of a...
You must
He
have forgot
averaged-
he was the assist king, right?
He
Look.
averaged 15.5 points.
And what? And how many assists? Like 11, right?
What's his assist?
Let me check the assists. Hold on, I gotta go.
It was like 11. And then look at Kobe shit that year, nigga. You
11.
gonna
And
be
they-
like, what?
And they gave him MVP.
Scheme. That's
Okay.
the year that Kobe was supposed
He
to have
had-
one scoring title and MVP.
Cause it was 5. They had 5 runners. It was Chauncey Billups, Kobe Bryant,
Mm-hmm.
Dirk Nowitzki,
Mhm.
LeBron James, and Steve Nash.
Mm-hmm.
Steve Nash averaged 18.8 points per game, 4 rebounds, 10.5 assists, 0.8 steals, and 0.2, I guess that's blocks.
Now go to Kobe.
Okay. Kobe averaged 35.4
Oh my
points,
God.
5.3 rebounds, 4.5 assists, 1.8 steal, and 0.4 blocks.
And he won scoring title that year. That's 05, right?
Yeah, he won scoring title. Yeah, he did. And
He
LeBron
beat
averaged
everybody
31, 7, and 6.
Who won that year, bro?
No,
No,
Nash.
Steve Nash.
Oh,
No, who won the chip that year? Who won the chip?
Who won the chip?
The
Let me
Heat.
see.
Yeah, who
I
won the
think-
chip that
No,
year?
no,
The
CNN.
Pistons. The Pistons won that year.
No, the Pistons
No.
won in 04, brother.
Oh no, this is what? Wait.
That's 05.
That's
It gotta be
05.
the Heat or CNN.
Let me see. Let me see who won.
No, CNN won it in 03. The Pistons won in 04. The Heat won it in 05. That was Shaq and Wayne and Dwayne Wade. That's 05.
Yeah, because right now it's not showing who won.
Yeah, that's
the,
Shaq. That's Shaq and
chip.
Dwayne Wade right there. That's 2005. Because after
So
that,
that's when
06
Shaq and them won.
in 06, CNN took it. So every other year that the Lakers didn't take it, a random team took it. Other than that, CNN took it. So yeah.
And that was 06, right?
Yeah. 06 was CNN took it in 06. But in 05, Kobe Bryant led the league in scoring 35 points a game. 35, 5, and 5, nigga. When you say 4.6, nigga, you round up. Nigga, that's 5 and 5 right there.
Fuck you,
So-
2 steals a game. And 2
So
steals
wait.
a game.
That's about
1.6.
the only
You
thing
round
this
up.
nigga know.
So wait, Wade didn't really play the regular
Right.
season that year, right?
No, Wade did play the regular season. That's the
Let me see.
season Wade averaged 30 in the playoffs, nigga. He averaged 30.
He averaged 30 in the playoffs.
Yeah, he averaged 30 on the dot, nigga. Every time he went to the playoffs, he averaged 30 until
He
LeBron
didn't have
came.
nobody on his team, so he had to score 30.
Right, but they snubbed Kobe out of that. And then in 06, Kobe averaged what, 28, 27, 28? Again, top 5 scoring almost. And then who beat him out of the scoring title in 06? Because he's supposed to have got a scoring title back to back.
He averaged 30.
Hold on, wasn't that when LeBron took?
06 was when the Heat played the Mavericks.
That's when LeBron.
And they
that's
beat
when
the
LeBron
Mavericks.
violated Detroit.
In 05? Yeah.
No, that's 06.
Yeah, 06. In 06,
06 when LeBron violated Detroit. I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa. Let's get this right though. Detroit put up a fight, but they just couldn't hold LeBron.
They didn't know how he was working. First of all,
that nigga was dunking every.
They didn't know how he worked. It was like I double.
Well, hold on. Can I share my screen on here? Hold on. Let me see if I can share my screen.
What? They tried to triple that nigga. That nigga carried about 2 niggas. Hold on. Get off of me. Stop playing with me. Yeah.
No cap. Yo, Matt. No cap. Kobe's supposed to have 3 scoring titles, 4 MVPs, 5 champs, and 3, not 2, 3 finals MVPs. Because niggas don't know.
Gene, tell me if you can see my screen.
You know Kobe retired before he died, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. He retired
Yeah,
in 15.
I can see it.
He retired in 2015. I don't see it.
So he died with 5, right?
He died with 5 rings, yeah.
1 more hoping, but it's cool. He went on the back knowing he couldn't get that 1 more. He tired.
Stop him.
Knees hurt. Good.
It wasn't even his knees, nigga. His knees been bone on bone. He ain't got no cartilage in his knees, nigga. He ain't had cartilage in his knees since 09, nigga.
But
it was
how he grinding.
It was the ankles, nigga. It was the ankles.
All right, but still, he been grinding on them shits fighting. That's why he turned into that mama.
Nigga, it was the GOAT. Mm-hmm. If Kobe didn't retire in 2015, if he didn't get hurt in 2013 and back to back in 2014 and didn't retire, bro, Kobe would be number 1 in scoring right now. That's a fact.
Say if, because
what you mean in the playoffs?
No, I'm talking about number 1 in scoring all time. Him and LeBron would be right up there with each
other. The
right now.
Mindset of being hurt and something they saying they can't do, or somebody else saying they can't do, pushes them to do it.
You can see this right here. Y'all can see this. Y'all can see my YouTube page.
I can't see nothing.
Oh, you can't see nothing?
Kobe said he couldn't do it no more.
You said YouTube page?
Yeah, you can't see this, Gene?
Other people think they out.
Nah, I can't see nothing but your screen.
That's what I'm saying. Because
I can see Sam, Rex too, and my screen, but I just see you.
He can still do it.
Oh yeah, all right. I don't know. Let me see how to do this.
That nigga got hurt back to back, cause he was like, I can't do it no more. Nigga tore his Achilles twice.
Damn. Ain't that what Graham did?
All right, Gene, you see it now?
Yeah, I see something. It's lower now. Something lower. Yeah, there we go. I see it.
One of the NBA hands out an award to certain players that they deem suit the title of the award itself. So for the Defensive Player of the Year award, it tends to go out to the player in which many believe had the greatest impact on the defensive end. Coach of the Year goes out to the coach who had the greatest impact as well, et cetera, et cetera. However, the one award that many people constantly debate about, and arguably the most prestige award, is the league's MVP, an award that has been given out since the 1956 season to the best performing player of the regular season. And that is a definition that I am citing on Wikipedia. And the reason why I am citing that definition is because, quite frankly, I don't see any other definition for this award. And that tends to be the biggest problem with the league's MVP. The definition is so broad that it leaves multiple people to have different interpretations on what exactly an MVP is supposed to be. And with the lack of a specific definition on what exactly an MVP is, many people tend to argue who should win it on a year-to-year basis. Some people would argue that that is a marketing strategy by the NBA. However, other people would argue, including myself, that that is a pretty big problem, especially when you have very controversial MVP races throughout the years, especially the one in 2006. See, in 2006, Steve Nash historically became one of the very few players in NBA history to receive his second consecutive MVP that year. But also, that is the same year where Steve Nash notoriously won the MVP instead of a handful of other players that many people, including myself, believe should have won it due to our interpretation of what the league MVP is supposed to be. And because of this, the 2006 MVP race goes down as one of the more controversial races in NBA history. And here's why. Now, first things first, let me be extremely clear here. I'm not one of the people who believe that Steve Nash should not have been in a conversation to win MVP this year. I thoroughly understand Steve Nash was amazing this year, averaging nearly 19 points, 10.5 assists, and becoming the first player since 1994 to participate in the 50-40-90 club, which is something that is very, very impressive. So I don't want to act as if like Steve Nash is not playing at an elite level. Furthermore, when it comes to Steve Nash and the Phoenix Suns, it was very clear that he was the heart and soul of that organization and the offense in which they were thriving off from. And also, I thoroughly understand the storyline that was given to Steve Nash that year as well, because before the season began, the Phoenix Suns lost both Joe Johnson and Quentin Richardson through free agency that year. And then Amari Stoudemire suffered an injury before the season began and basically missed all but 3 games throughout the regular season. However, I do believe that many people tend to embellish the storyline that surrounded Steve Nash that year with this idea that he didn't have enough help, or once Amari Stoudemire went down, then there was no rhyme or reason why they should have won that many games due to the supporting cast being significantly weaker. And because of that storyline, I honestly believe that is the reason why Steve Nash edged out a little bit ahead of a handful of other players that probably should have won it ahead of him. Because if we're going to be honest with ourselves, again, sure, Amari Stoudemire wasn't there anymore, and Quentin Richardson and Joe Johnson was no longer part of the team as well. However, the Phoenix Suns still had a plethora of talent on the roster. So even though, yes, his stat line was impressive, and even though, yes, that team did finish with the 4th best record in the NBA, I personally still feel as if Steve Nash was not justified in winning the MVP that season because of the other candidates. So let's talk about these candidates.
I mean,
right.
Specifically, OG, did Steve deserve 2 MVPs, but people feeling like Kobe deserved more than 1 in his career?
Right.
Hold on, commercial.
Oh, so compared to Kobe and them, I mean, I don't know. Who record was better?
Kobe this year was historically great when it comes to scoring and led a team that was full of scrubs on his roster. This is the year in which Kobe had to share the same floor with some of his more infamously known teammates, such as Smush Parker and Kwame Brown.
Yeah.
And even though, yes, the Los Angeles Lakers only won 45 games this year, which is probably the biggest reason why Kobe didn't win the MVP this season, but still 45 games is rather respectable. The Los Angeles Lakers still finished with a top 10 offense and a league average defense, according to Basketball Reference. And oh yes, let's not forget that statistically speaking, Kobe Bryant, like I said before,
pause that, Mack,
was historic. This season, Kobe Bryant.
Look at those stats. Look at those fucking stats.
That shit crazy though.
Kobe got him on the rebounds and steals and the points. Yeah, rebounds, steals, and points. That's it. Everything else is he was shooting better, all that.
Yeah,
Kobe.
But Kobe's numbers are still decent. 45% from the from the field, 35% from the 3 points, 95% from the free throw percentage. It wouldn't be up there if it didn't count.
No, they trying to make it. You're right about that, but they trying to make it seem like Steve Nash was, his points came at crunch time. His 18 points came at crunch time.
What did the person that was reading the shit about the MVP say? What do MVP?
Yeah,
mean?
I know.
Steve Nash was not the most valuable player. Kobe.
No, he wasn't. But I'm saying the media trying to make it seem like he was doing great because he shot 50%. Every shot he shot basically damn nearly went in. If it didn't, his second shot.
He was in the 50-40 club.
Yeah.
And he had no Stoudemire yet. He had no Joe Johnson.
No, he was in the 50-40-90 club.
Yeah,
he was in the 50-40-90 club. So that means he was shooting great, nigga. That's what they trying to say.
And
Kobe
you
was
get a bonus.
They saying Kobe was shooting okay. He was shooting good, not great. He was shooting good. And Kobe put up way more shots than Steve Nash. Kobe would shoot 40 times to get 35 points. So think about that. Steve Nash only shot a couple times. He only averaged 18.8. They trying to, even though it don't make sense. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Kobe's supposed to won it, but still they trying to say his numbers was better than Kobe. Basically, the numbers that mean something was better.
I'm gonna look at the rest of it. I'm gonna look at the other candidates. Let me see.
Bryant averaged over 35 points, 5 rebounds, 4.5 assists, nearly 2 steals, while shooting 45% from the field, nearly 35% from behind the arc, and 85% from the free throw line. This is also the year in which Kobe Bryant scored 81 points against the Toronto Raptors and single-handedly outscored the Dallas Mavericks in 3 quarters by recording 62 points.
Yeah.
In the 2005-2006 season,
he set records.
Amazing, and it's almost unbelievable that he finished so low in the MVP race this year. And because of Kobe Bryant's single-handed heroics night in and night out, it tends to beg the ideological question of what exactly an MVP is. Because by many people's accords, the best player who is on a trash team should be the player to win the MVP that year.
Exactly.
The reason why I don't like that logic is because, quite frankly, that tends to be the truth with a lot of players in the MVP race. And I am a purist in many regards, and are not even familiar with.
My fault. Hold on, y'all. Damn. What I just do?
Damn, Mack.
Sorry, bro. Hold on. I went too far.
Maybe
that was right there.
Right there.
No, we passed that.
Yeah, just let it play from there.
I'm playing from right here.
Right,
and it's almost unbelievable that he finished so low in the MVP race this year. And because of Kobe Bryant's single-handed heroics night in and night out, it tends to beg the ideological question of what exactly an MVP is. Because by many people's accords, the best player who is on a trash team should be the player to win the MVP that year. The reason why I don't like that logic is because, quite frankly, that tends to be the truth with a lot of players in the MVP race. And I am a purist in many regards. And when it comes to winning the MVP award, there has been a consistent theme of leading your teams to a certain amount of wins. Some seasons that more likely is a requirement for you to win the MVP. And with Kobe Bryant leading the Los Angeles Lakers to only a 45-win record, that immediately, in my opinion, excluded him from that conversation. However, there's another player that actually led his team to 50 games, and even though did not have the same historic scoring performances that Kobe did, statistically isn't that far removed from what Kobe Bryant was able to accomplish, and that is LeBron James. LeBron this season led the Cleveland Cavaliers to a 50-win season, and offensively, they were top 10 in the NBA and roughly around league average on the defensive end. What's even more impressive and something that many people may not be aware of this is what LeBron did statistically this season. LeBron finished this season averaging 31 points.
His numbers was just like Kobe's.
Nearly 7 assists, a steal
more
and a
rebounds,
half,
more points, more steals.
Nearly 34% from behind the arc, and nearly 74%.
Everything else, Steve Nash better.
Statistically speaking, I would argue that not only is this on par with Kobe Bryant, but I would argue this is actually on par with what Steve Nash did as well. So when you take into consideration that statistically it's very close to what Nash did, and also he led his team to nearly the same amount of wins as Steve Nash did as well, I honestly believe that LeBron actually had a greater chance of winning.
I'm seeing more and more why they gave it to Steve Nash
and Kobe Bryant.
Exactly.
Another reason why I say this is because of the supporting cast that LeBron.
No, I'm just seeing more and more why.
When you look at LeBron's teammates this year, it's embarrassing. I mean, some of these players, I'm pretty sure
he deserved it more because Stars was hurt.
We're talking about a 32-year-old Eric Snow,
went where he went with his bench.
Ilgauskas.
Everybody else had stars.
They didn't
That's
do it
why
based
they
on
gave
stats.
it to him. They didn't care what he averaged, 18 points. Yeah, I see why they gave it to him them years, because he did what he did with no stars. That's why they gave it to him. And he had a better record than both of them teams.
No,
with no
he had
stars.
the same record as Steve Nash. Steve Nash won 50 games, he won 50 games.
LeBron.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. Phoenix. They're gonna show you Phoenix had more games, man. They won like 54 games.
It was Robert Horry. Robert Horry did the bullshit. Houston Rockets against Phoenix. Phoenix had that shit. Robert Horry did some bullshit and broke this nigga nose, bro. It was a mean ass pick or some shit. Or he picked him into the
with Steve Nash.
You saying with Steve Nash?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Bro, they had that shit.
Nah, let this play out. They're gonna show the other what's in there.
It wasn't the Houston Rockets.
Who only played 36 games that year, and Sasha Pavlovich, who only played 53 games that year. And Anderson Varejao, but he only played 48 games that year. Now, granted, none of those players missed the entire season like Stoudemire did. However, none of those players are anywhere near close to the same caliber player as a Sean Marion or even a Raja Bell, in my opinion. So putting all of that into context and the fact that this was a 50-win team, I would argue that LeBron should have not only finished higher in the MVP race that year than Kobe, but probably should have won the MVP ahead of Steve Nash.
He finished
even with all that being said, there is one player that for whatever reason people tend to overlook in this MVP race. And that player is Nowitzki.
I was thinking
this year was not only amazing, but he checks off all of the MVP boxes that is required to receive the award.
I didn't even think of
now,
that.
why exactly do I say this? Well, for one, statistically speaking, Dirk this year averaged right around 27 points, 9 rebounds, 3 assists, shot 48% from the field, 40% from behind the arc, and 90% from the free throw line. Granted, that's not 50-40-90, but that's pretty doggone close. And also, when you take into consideration that Dirk averaged 8 more points than Steve Nash did, it's rather impressive that his shooting splits were that high up. So looking at their stats, I would actually lean more so towards Dirk than I would Steve Nash. Next, we're going to look at team success. This year, the Dallas Mavericks finished with a record of 60-22, had the number 1 ranked offense and the 11th ranked defense, which means that they were better offensively than the Suns, better defensively than the Suns, and had a better record than the Suns. So on all levels, team success goes to Dirk. Then we go to the supporting cast. Again, granted, there wasn't a player on the same caliber of Amari Stoudemire who was out for the entire season with the Dallas Mavericks. But even with that being said, though, there still wasn't a player on the same caliber as a Sean Marion. The second best player on the team for Dallas Mavericks that year was Jason Terry, who I think is easily one of the most underrated players in the last 20 years, but again, isn't on the same level as Sean Marion. After that, we have Josh Howard, who was starting to come into his own. However, he only played 59 games that year. Then you have Marquise Daniels, who only played 62 games, Jerry Stackhouse, who only played 55 games, Adrian Griffin, who only played 52 games, and Devin Harris, who only played 56 games. So when it comes to supporting cast or lack thereof, that too, I would also lean more so towards Dirk. And with that being said, even if you want to make the arbitrary arguments of, if you take this player off this team, what would happen to that roster? Let's be honest with ourselves. That Dallas Mavericks team won 60 games, the third best record in the NBA, and it was by a fairly wide margin, especially when you consider the other top 8 teams in the NBA that season. And so if you were to take Dirk off of that roster, let's be honest with ourselves, that team more likely would have won probably around 20 games that season. And so when you look at all of those details and also put things into context, I still don't understand how not only did Dirk not win the MVP that season, but also where he finished off in the MVP race. Because this year, Dirk finished third in the MVP race with a total of 544 points in the voting system in which they utilize to select the MVP. Keep in mind that is a closer point total to Kobe, who finished 4th that year, than LeBron, who finished 2nd that year, let alone to Steve Nash, who again won the MVP that season. Also keep in mind that Dirk that season only finished with
See, now they picking out the flaws for them. Like, he only finished with what?
14 first place votes, which is the 5th most first place votes in this year's race, behind the 15 that Chauncey Billups received. And I already know what some people are going to say, that you had to look at the storyline that was being perpetuated by the media, how Steve Nash was dealing with a lot of injuries on his roster, and also Steve Nash was pushing what was deemed the new style of basketball, moving the ball around and also getting other teammates involved, which I guess, but I honestly believe that is the biggest problem with the MVP race. If you're telling me that narratives are the reason why Steve Nash won the MVP that year over everyone else, then that kind of takes away from an award that should hold a lot of prestige amongst NBA players. But do you know what will never lose its prestige? Is Squarespace. Again, shout out to Squarespace for sponsoring this video. And for people out there who don't know what Squarespace is a platform that allows its users to build an identity online, regardless if it's a shop or just a website for your business. Squarespace has all the tools that are needed. And for me, the biggest perk for Squarespace is that you don't need to know anything about coding or any previous history with coding to make a really good platform. The layouts are already there through templates and other tools on the platform that Squarespace gives you. And if you ever have any problem building your website, there's a 24-hour customer service that is always available to you. So there really should never be a problem. And also with Squarespace, there's multiple tabs on the platform.
Oh, shit.
To keep in touch with your customers or your subscribers. So if you think this is for you and your future endeavors, make sure you go check out squarespace.com. And also Squarespace is giving me opportunity to give you all 10% off on your first purchase. All you have to do is go in the description and click on the link below, or go to squarespace.com/legendofwinning. And again, the link will be in the description. And also, huge shout out goes to Squarespace for sponsoring this video. And with that out of the way, let me wrap up the video like this. I understand Steve Nash played great that season, and I don't want to undermine what he accomplished. But when you take into consideration that there isn't any clear definition on what exactly an MVP is, not only does it become frustrating, but this year, in my opinion, was the year that many people started to openly challenge what an MVP is, the people who are voting for it, and who is truly deserving of this award. With that being said, people, please let me know what you think about the video in the comment section below. Please let me know what you think about Dirk potentially winning it, because I honestly believe he constantly gets overlooked in this conversation. And until next time, I'll see you all later. Peace.
I'm gonna show you the the website I could watch. What's the name on too? On the damn Doctor Strange.
Oh, well, I definitely.
Yeah, this is it right here.
Damn. Can you zoom in so I can try to write that down, or click it in my phone?
Yeah, I'm gonna send it to your phone. Matter of fact.
All right, got you. I need that. Definitely need that. You know what you should have did? You should have just recorded it so you could do the cuts.
Yeah, I am. I'm recording it. I'm gonna make the cuts because we got like 2 different episodes we could talk about.
Right.
Especially with the Steve Nash controversy thing.
Hell yeah.
You can see this on the chat thing.
See us?
The odious whatever .com. You can see that.
We're over here. Nah, I can see. Yeah, I can see the. Yeah, I can see the whole screen.
Oh, you can see. Oh, okay.
The movies and all that you got up there.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me see if I can get to.
Yeah, I gotta put my glasses on. Let's see it because it's kind of small and I'm up on the screen like. Oh, I see it now.
Let me see where the movie at.
ADY.
This is like another type of YouTube.
Okay. Oh, they be throwing them up there.
Yeah.
All right.
Anybody out there? Yeah. Somebody go get my medicine. Yeah, he said he downstairs.
Somebody going? All right.
Oh, damn.
All right.
I'm going to have to look for it this time.
That's all right. I'm gonna jump dead up there and see. I'm gonna jump dead up there and check it out.
Yeah, you're gonna find that shit when you get up there. But I didn't even know you could share the screen on this shit. That's fine.
Yeah, I can see that shit. That's why I said I can see the movies and all that up there.
Yeah, you got to search it though, cause it's, I don't know. You got to have a account. So once you search it, you'll find it.
All right.
Oh, that's cool. I'm about to definitely chop that shit up. Oh yeah, and this the other guy. I be talking about the new. You can see it?
No, not yet. Not yet.
Oh, hold on.
Now it's popping up there.
While you're focusing on trying to build something with a woman, because we know that the most fickle relationship you'll ever have is an intimate relationship with a woman. We know that for a fact, especially in Western civilization, namely American society. We know that if that relationship leads to marriage, then divorce is almost imminent. We know this to be true. You look at the divorce rate, people try to play with the numbers and act like they're not relevant to today, but they are relevant to today. But what about the man who's already in a great position? Now, we're not talking about the man who was on bottom and the woman rose with him to the top. We're talking about the man who suddenly was on top and he threw it all away for a woman. Now, how can you throw it away? You could throw it away in a marriage, getting divorced with a woman who never wanted you anyway. You could throw it away by tricking off. You could be one of them OnlyFans or those seeking arrangement guys, or you could throw it away just by starting to focus too much energy on the woman. But what if it's even worse than that?
Oh, he said, what if it's even worse?
If you shop on Amazon, you should use Capital One.
Yeah, he be having some crazy situations.
It's a browser
Somebody sent me an article where this guy won $10 million in the lottery, man. 10 mil. He had a girl. She was rocking with him. Here's where it gets a little tricky. He ended up in prison for life. Why? He took her out of the game because he caught her texting another man. So here's what the story says.
Michael Todd Hill of North Carolina won a $10 million lottery prize back in 2017 and has recently been sentenced to life in prison for taking out of his girlfriend, Kiana Graham. Sources say Graham was reported missing and found in a hotel room with a blast to the back of her head. Hill was the only person seen on the surveillance footage with Graham in the room and later admitted to murking her after he discovered she was texting other men. Hill was convicted of first-degree murking and sentenced this past Friday.
Wow.
I'll tell you what happened, man. That dude, that money done ran out. See, here's the thing about it. When you put a woman in the headspace, man, when you got her living the lap of luxury, when that money run out, then there's a respect level for you that she forgot about because you bought the future respect from her. See, a woman can respect you and you ain't got to have nothing. But the moment you turn her respect from you into respect for the money, it don't ever go back to being respect for you. With $10 million, he caught her texting another man. Now, we can look at it and say, hey, man, that guy's not smart at all. That guy doesn't have much sense. Why would he do such a thing? He could have done this or done that. Yeah, he could have if he wasn't emotionally attached to the woman. See, we can talk all the tough talk we want to. Many of you men talking tough talk right now, you know what it feels like to be emotionally attached to a woman. And you know it ain't as easy as just doing the right thing when your emotions are all caught up on a woman. Your mind can say do one thing, but your heart gonna tell you to do something else. And when you all the way caught up in that emotional bag, boy, your heart controls your mind, which causes you to forego your wisdom, understanding, and knowledge in an attempt to satisfy your feelings. Whether that feeling is love, whether that feeling is heartbreak, anger, sadness, gladness, whatever that emotion is. When you are in an emotional bag with a woman, then every facet of your life is controlled by those emotions. That's why a man can have a terrible relationship at home and then go out in the streets and be a beast out there. But then you see him at home, man, and he's cream puff. Why is he a beast in the streets? He a beast in the streets because he needs some emotional satisfaction for being the cream puff he is at home. The same thing. You know a man that's a beast with his woman, man, you get him out in the streets, man, that man Mr. Softy. He getting disrespected and everything, man. He ain't gonna do nothing to nobody. But he go home and rile up at his woman. Why? Because all of us need balance. But when you're in that emotional space, you can't get balance. You're stuck in that space because it takes you out of your logical thinking ability. It takes it away from you. So when you think about this guy probably was poor or wasn't rich. He hits the lottery for 10 mil. In his mind, it didn't register with him that he, even if he wasn't the man before, he's the man now. The woman he's with couldn't get a man who had $10 million. It didn't register with him. What registered with him is that now she'll finally love me the way I want her to. Because let me tell you something. There ain't no woman who was loyal to you, man, when you were broke, who suddenly gonna start dealing with other guys, man, when you hit 10 million. No, she already was doing that. There's a level of respect that wasn't established there. Now, granted, if you all of a sudden worth $10 million, your outlook on yourself is gonna change. That's why I tell you, man, you don't have to make $10 million. You don't have to be the richest man in the world, but you have to be in a situation where you've accomplished enough in your career, in your chosen profession, for you to be confident in your ability to do things. See, accomplishing things professionally is not just about the money. It's about the self-respect and the self-esteem and the self-acknowledgement that you gain from achieving those things. It puts you in a headspace where you're going to elevate yourself to the level you need to be on in your own mind. And so you're not going to allow things like this to take place where you're being mistreated and you're being taken advantage of and you're being taken for granted by the woman in your life. But here's a man who says, okay, I got 10 million over here. I got these emotions I feel for this woman over here. I'll throw this 10 million away to cater to these emotions. There ain't no emotional attachment that worth $10 million. There ain't no woman that's worth $10 million. There ain't no relationship that's worth $10 million. I mean, unless it's worth more than that. Y'all know what I mean. But there's no relationship that you should prioritize over your own success. Because here's the thing about it. When you do that, you're not doing yourself any favors. The woman isn't going to respect you. The woman isn't going to love that about you. Yes, she'll take it. Hey, listen, if you got $10 million and you give a woman all of it, she'll take all of it. They ain't going to make her like you more. That don't even mean she like you. But who going to turn down $10 million? So what you expect her to do? You expect her to say, no, don't give me that $10 million. No. I want you to have it. You keep it all to yourself. Don't give me none. That's your money. I don't want you to do nothing for me. Nah, bro, that ain't going to happen. Especially if you're in a situation where a woman to go talk to another man. I'm telling you, man, what it sounds like to me, we never know what this could have been. But those texts could have been, man, him getting set up. He probably was looking at that situation saying, man, listen, man, you helped me blow through all this money. These dude couldn't do nothing for you. You helped me blow through all this money. And then you're going to sit here and do this? She could have been breaking bread with somebody, man. She could have been doing anything. But that's why I tell you, man, don't tie a woman that far into your life. You understand what I'm saying? Many men go into cohabitation situations with the intent of being a team. No, it's not a team. You know what I'm saying? You're the owner of a team, and she can be your star player, but you guys are not on a team together. You're not teammates. When you go into it with this teammate mindset, you have a different level of expectations from a woman because you're treating her like an equal. Worst thing you could do in a situation, man, is pull a Swiss beats and treat a woman like an equal. Because no matter what she does, no matter what she accomplishes, she'll never be your equal unless you lower yourself to her level. And in a situation like this man has lowered himself to her level. This man said, if I can't have you, no one can, and I don't care about the consequences and repercussions. Man, let me tell you something. If $10 million don't make you look at yourself and say, hey, man, I got more value than her, bro, then 10 million lives ain't going to do the same thing. So you might as well just go sit down somewhere behind that wall because you don't value yourself at all.
Straight up.
And the bottom line is, man, if you can't value yourself internally, then at least value yourself externally. Value yourself externally until you can figure out how to value yourself internally, man. But for a man to not value himself at all, even after he done banged them for 10 million in the lottery, and let me tell you something, it's real talk. Most times when you hit a lick like that, you probably need to lead a woman that's with you. Why? Because she don't deserve the man that you become. She don't know how to deal with a man like that. Any woman that dealing with you while you broke don't know how to deal with you when you got $10 million, man. You understand? That's why I say build yourself into the best version of yourself, and then any woman you interact with from that point, you will make sure that that woman deserves a man like you. But as you building yourself, if you got a woman on your team, man, you're building yourself. Once you become the best version of yourself, ain't no guarantee that woman still deserves to be on your team, dog. Ain't no guarantee. And you may get in these situations where you feel like you're obligated to repay this woman's loyalty. Well, guess what? As you were coming up, this woman was living that life. Let's say she met you had $100. When you got 10,000, guess what? She was living a $10,000 life. When you got 100,000, guess what? She was reaping the benefits of you living a $100,000 life. When you got 200,000, she was living that life. When you got your first meal, guess what? She was benefiting from you living a millionaire's lifestyle. So when you get to a certain point and it's time to push away from a woman, man, you ain't got to hold on to her. You don't owe her nothing. She been on the rise with you. So on the rise, she got a part of the prize. And now that prize is too big for her. She just got to live with the memories of the time she had with you. But you should never get to the point where you lose everything over a woman. Never do that, man. Worst thing you can do. So, Michael Tahir, man, keep your head up, man. But you messed up, homie. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you messed up.
Yeah, he did, definitely.
That's it for you, man. Your life is done. Why? Why is your life done? Because you were so emotionally tied to
a girl damn head off.
Couldn't logically assess your situation and realize that you were better than this.
Straight up.
Y'all comment down below and let me know what you think about this topic, man. I look forward to hearing what you men have to say. I'm out.
Crazy.
Yeah, that shit was crazy.
That's the truth, though. He's speaking the truth. That's what's up. He's speaking the truth on some shit too, man.
Oh yeah, this some other shit I be watching. They be talking about.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm really creeped out about this. Yeah, just gonna close this real quick. Just watch this clip real quick.
That the moon is a machine filled with computers. It watches, observes, downloads, uploads information to someone somewhere else in the universe.
Woo, here we go. So in 1969, Apollo 12 did a mission to study moonquakes. Now they purposely sent something to crash into the moon. Now when it crashed, it made a loud bell noise for almost an hour. Now in school, they tell you the moon is just a rock that reflects the light of the sun and orbits around us. But that bell noise clearly shows that it's not. There are even people like Corey Good who says that it's colonies on the moon who do weird stuff on there. Now you can believe all you want that for 70 years they just been taking pictures and trying to find water on there, but they're really doing something else. Even if it is more advanced, they're not going to tell us. Now if we think about it, our moon could be fake and not an original sustainer of our Earth. I mean, Mercury and Venus don't have moons. So could the moon just be a high technological place where they do secret galactic things? Also, we all know that duality is in everything. There's female and male, there's day and there's night, there's good and evil. See, you know where I'm going with this. Now we know that the sun keeps everybody alive. It makes plants grow, which give us food. It's just an overall good thing to have the sun. Now, in duality, what if the moon is the exact opposite of it? The moon is pretty creepy at times. It changes colors that looks like the world is about to end. What if the full moon emits dark energy? Ghosts do come out at night, and they're able to roam around. And we're not going to talk about the documents they had since 1960 about the lunar base program. I'm just saying, everything is not what it seems. So be careful of the moon. Y'all stay dangerous.
Yo, I was gonna start by saying congratulations, but it ain't really shit to be proud of, to be honest. Y'all still don't get it, do you? This is to make you the most mundane version of yourself that you can be. Pause and read. Because one of y'all biggest accomplishments in life is graduating college. That is not good. Warren, you go through all them years of school. You go through all them years of the matrix just to be promoted to the next level of the matrix. You go to college. Now you can be a professional worker. You can be in the matrix forever. You're not gonna get no rest. We'll pay you, but you're gonna be in the matrix, my boy. You wanna be the next doctor or lawyer? I go to school. I would expect to be learning how to meditate, how to properly manage my emotions and distinguish between them, how to effectively problem solve, how to actually, be a human, not no motherfucking worker. One of my favorite quotes from John D. Rockefeller is, I don't want a nation of thinkers, I want a nation of workers. They don't want you to think. I just want to paint this picture. Bro, this day and age, focus on yourself. Don't tell nobody your plans. Don't open up for nobody. I don't give a fuck if this is your day one. Don't tell him shit.
Did you know that sound is the key to understanding the nature of reality? Now, all these pictures are cymatics, which are basically the geometric patterns of sound or vibration. A cymatic works by spreading water, or sand, or clay, or any substance on a metal plate and tuning that plate to a certain frequency. The crazy thing about this is that once the plate starts vibrating, the substance on the plate begins manifesting itself into a certain geometric pattern. The higher the frequency, the more complex the pattern. Now, cymatics help us see how sound or vibration creates all matter in the universe, as it is vibration that creates both structure and form. We can see this everywhere in nature, from turtle shells to starfish to trilobite. Everywhere, geometry and pattern are being expressed through sound or vibration. Another example is the top-down view of DNA, which resembles a beautiful geometric cymatic. You can also see the cymatic resemblance in the first video ever taken of an electron. Here's a picture of a molecule. Again, just look at that and tell me that doesn't look like a cymatic. This is obviously because chemical and molecular structure is geometric, just like we saw in DNA. And not only do we see geometry everywhere in nature, but we also see it in the fundamental laws that govern nature. For example, there's a geometric pattern known as the E8, which basically describes all the fundamental interactions between particles and forces. Not only this, but the best theory that we have in physics, known as quantum field theory, says that matter is literally just vibrations of underlying fields, which is saying that the fundamental nature of the universe is literally just cymatics, where the structure of things is determined by a unique vibration or frequency, in other words, a sound. This means that the universe is a cosmic visual symphony, because everything in existence is always constantly dancing to its own unique song. Every time we observe the universe, we are looking at the music that we call reality. Think about
in this video, I want to talk to everybody that's scared of dying. What you gotta understand is everybody that's watching this video is going to quote unquote die. The fear that you have of dying, the fear that generates when you think of death is okay. That feeling is a creation. Think about how you didn't give yourself that feeling. Whatever you believe in, God, whoever made your body made that feeling for a reason. Of course, it's a bad feeling. So we have this ego for it. This body, this brain generates bad feelings. We can learn how to overcome them. Reality, there's nothing to be scared about. There's nothing to be depressed about. It's just all an experience.
Yo, they said the Sixers are interested in signing Kyrie
Irving. There will not
Irving
be good feelings. There
in the
wasn't bad
offseason.
feelings. There will not be life without death. Death is not real. Death is a word that was made up to give you that feeling. Scares your ego.
Wow. The Sixers?
Yeah.
Kyrie and he got a what's the name contract? He got a 3-year, 4-year contract.
That's what I was saying. Let me see if I can find that.
Really, I think we got player option though. That's why they probably talking about it.
Well,
probably got player option. After 2-3 years or something, they gotta give him that, and that's what he probably asked for.
That's what he asked for, probably. Yeah.
Yeah, player option after 2 years or something, after 2 or 3 years.
Nah, it ain't come out yet because it just came out on my phone.
Okay. Gotta get me something to eat, man. I'm hungry.
Right, that's a fact. I'm about to get something to eat. I'm about to cut this short.
Yeah.
Cut this off right here, and I'm gonna see how to work the editing part.
Right.